Hello, hello, people. How's it going? It has been like a long while, I feel, since I have done any card pulls on the YouTube. So I thought I would come on here, share a bit, and yeah, if anyone wants a card, I got a few different decks here. So we will definitely share that. I'm gonna do what I do best. Share this little lovely link. But yeah, how are things going? Feel free to let me know in the comments. It's like December, you know, I'm sure lots of people have been noticing how quick the time seems to be going by. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the time. But yeah, if you want a card pulled, feel free to leave a comment. Yeah, hey, TNM. It is. Hey, it is. If you'd like a card pulled or whatever, let me know. You can leave an emoji or do, I don't know, whatever the things people do. Or you just say, I want a card. Simple. Why can't we just use words, right? But yeah, it's December. It's like, where is the time going? Where are these things? What is it that we are creating too? Like, so inviting you as it comes to the end of 2022 and you're reflecting hopefully on where things have been. Okay, I'll pull you a card, TNM. Who are you? Do I know who you are? Wherever you are. As you're reflecting on your past year, it's like, you know, where are areas that you really feel a lot of gratitude for, and pat yourself on the back, because like you can like come off the end of like freaking 2 years or plus or whatever, you know, being kind of isolated and these kind of uncertain times, and now we've been going through such like profound healing. And now it's like this opportunity to create what is it you want to see in the next year for your life. So let's get you a card here. What do the angels have to say for you? No, you just popped up on my phone, which is interesting. So I joined. Cool. 2022 has definitely been a huge year of growth. Yeah, well, thanks for joining here. I guess there's a reason why people come on here. Hello, Jessica. Okay. Oh, I got a lot of like glare here. I apologize. So TNM, we have the recovery card here. It's like spirit blowing a key. There's a door in the background. And it shows the door with the keyhole. And it's got spirit, like, you know, like this energy of like kind of like the all-seeing Father, I want to say, and then Mother Earth. Basically holding and manifesting this key out for you. So maybe you've been like going through like a challenging time, whether it's a physical ailment or maybe it's an addiction thing. You know, like we all have addictions in some form. Oh yeah, okay. And this recovery, it's like you are creating the new opportunities for yourself by having the pause, having the wait, recovering, allowing the body to heal. The next card is actually, so if there's a question you've been wondering, it says literally just no. It says wait, postpone, pause, say no. So yeah, I don't know, I kind of find it interesting. The cards sort of look similar. Like you can see kind of like this light aspect, the lightning here, the light of the gate and all this sort of emerging. What's just past all of that kind of stormy electrical intensity, whatever it is, it's going to clear up. Okay. We got 2 angel manifesting or angel abundance cards. So you have sever vows of poverty and partnership. So who in your life, TNM, exists that wants to support you? And maybe it's supporting you also in this recovery. Is there like someone that you have, like our healers or our, coach, whatever you want to be, like that type of partnership, I think can also be really beneficial if it's like a therapist or someone. So it says, allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. When I read that, I just think like you yourself have things to share in those relationships. Don't see it as you just like receiving something, because I know sometimes that could be something that like kind of hinders us from wanting to seek out help of like, oh, I don't know. And whether this is your case, I just speak things. So if none of this resonates, that's cool too. But it's like sometimes we like, it's like, oh, I don't want to feel like a burden. But like know that you sharing with anyone, whether it's a therapist or a coach or a healing person, like that kind of role is a support role, or if it's like a partner relationship, a family member, a loved one, it's like you are also kind of, there's this like reciprocal energy happening. It says here, you're receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So both the spiritual, like all-seeing kind of spiritual aspect. I'm sorry, it's so hard to see this. And also Mother Earth, the physical healing person. Oh, that's really interesting. The other card here is Sever Vow. I need to read what's being said. This is accurate, trying to manifest a new life of abundance, but it's been a crazy year. Just went through a divorce. Ooh. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, not sorry. I just finished a divorce thing myself. So I could just say it's intense and it's unfortunate, but it's relieving. So good for you for like, I guess, seeing it through, whatever the situation might be. When we let go of those chapters that are being closed, whether we really wanted it or not, like new opportunities can come through. Feeling like a burden has been my biggest issue. I'm known to do things on my own. Well, what if that like doing things on your own, it's been of use for you in the past, but now it's time for something, a new choice, a new way of being. So severing vows of poverty is the other card. I'm just going to say before I pull one of these other decks here. It says, Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So whatever this vow is with your partner, divorce-wise, it's like, are there any other pieces that need to be cut? Sometimes, especially in like marriage, the financial piece can be really tied together. How can you continue to energetically release those things? Even if maybe, there might be spousal support, child support, whatever it looks like, either way. Are you willing to cut away the energy? You can literally just think of things that are showing up for you and like pull it off, cut it away. Yeah, I'm sure it is relieving. Good for you. Like, wow. Yeah, I know it's not always easy, but whatever the partnerships are in your life, there's something exciting happening there with all of this. So let's pull one more card here. Okay, well, whatever is being owed for a house or other financial things, sever the vows of, oh, weird. Why am I pulling this deck again? Okay, maybe you needed this other card because what the fuck's happening? I'm confused. The decks are changing backs. No more complaining. That was bizarre. What was I saying? Sever the vows of poverty. So whatever is being owed, even if there's like kind of like feelings of regret or, oh, I wish I didn't. Okay, I guess this is where the card's coming in. No more complaining. It's like easy for us to get into the state of like, oh, and like I paid for this, they paid for that, and like they owe me, da 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 da. It's like, stop that. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. You are not a victim. So take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. Yeah, lots of heart healing, like this, the pink. You might not be able to see, but this pink color is really quite beautiful. Interesting that that's showing up. Okay, now we got the right deck. Don't know what was happening there. I apparently don't know the backs of the cards very well. It's interesting too, like both of these cards have like the inner child. So if there's something there where you need to go back, if parenting your inner child around like maybe previous relationship things that you saw with your family, your parents and so forth, that I think might be a benefit for you. So we have courage and gratitude. So courage, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And gratitude, which I love how these both have like a purple kind of tone. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So bringing it back, if you are connecting to the inner child, looking at some of this like healing process, cutting away the energetic cords from this past relationship and the things that might still be lingering, returning to gratitude will help with that and like keeping out of the victim mindset. What are the, like looking at the cup like it's half full, you know, I mean, it's more than half full, but like, you know what I mean? Like focusing on what is going well in your life, and then having the courage to continue to cut away from whatever, continuing to say no when you need to, so that you can, whatever this recovery thing is, whatever this pause has been for you recently. And I just want to pose the question to you, TNM, like, if you could win something and like not like, say if you could win a prize or like a lottery or like whatever that is, like, what would you want it to be? Like, what would you like to win? I just am putting that out to you because I don't really understand why that's coming out. And let yourself spend time like, what if this happened? Like, if that's something that you kind of play with, I feel like that might be a lot of fun for you, and see what possibilities come up. So, anyways, I also feel like I reconnected with my twin flame after 12 years. A lot of triggers, childhood wounds and issues coming up. Definitely haven't been focusing on gratitude. Yeah, it's a hard one. Like, it's like, you know, I find I get lazy with gratitude where it's like, oh yeah, thanks, spirit. You know, and then it's like, okay, no, maybe it's good to get into a practice, write it down, a page every once in a while of what things that we feel grateful for, or listening. I really like Abraham Hicks's like rampages of appreciation. I find those to be kind of great for like moving energy. And whatever's going on with your like twin flamey relationship, I know those are never fun necessarily, but healing can definitely happen. So anyways, thanks for being here. Feel free to subscribe and join in again. Maybe we'll see you. I like these things. It's always fun seeing people come on. But okay, Jessica. Hello. How are things for you? Let's do this one. Ooh. Yeah, cards are fun. Okay, Jessica. Friendship. Let's call the pink today. What's going on, people? I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. What are they teaching you? What needs some healing support around this friendship energy? Okay, so we got prayer, the yellow solar plexus energy. Look at the lemons. Are you getting lemons? Well, then make lemonade. And it's interesting because it shows this person sitting there. It's like they've been given lemons, and then they made lemonade, and then the image is showing like kind of like an open window, but the open window is covered with like a vision of two paths. The path being nature on one side, and the path, these cameras, I tell you, man, or the path being the city. I hope you can see that. Oh, there we go. We got it. So if you're not sure the direction you're supposed to take, and maybe it's like, again, this victim mode of like, oh, which one should I be? Which one should I do? Blah, blah, blah. Why me? Let go of the lemons, make lemonade, add a bunch of sugar, and visualize both of these paths so that you, and through prayer, asking which path is the path that's going to really lead me to what I desire the most. Saying maybe there was a comment written, but I can't see it. No. Okay, just decided to start praying again earlier tonight. Very tough times. Grandmother is in hospitals, dying very quickly. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I just want to say, like, you don't have to make a decision this moment. Maybe the decision you need to do is like sit there, like with your grandmother, however you can be close to the energy of her, you know, like, you know, it sucks, like I mentioned before with the other person. Hello, Chaley. I'm not ignoring you. If you like a card, let me know, and we'll get to you. But sometimes with these endings, I mean, you know this, sometimes with the endings, even the death of someone, oof, let's just clear the grief that's kind of sitting there, because I know that can be heavy. It's inevitable, you know, not necessarily with your ground, but it's like death is an inevitable part of life. But with those transitions, those chapter endings, again, it can bring the clarity of which direction. And it's going to be like the answer to the prayer, you know? So what brings you more freedom? I think is the main thing, focusing on the freedom. I see like these towers of the city and like, you know, the corporate sort of lifestyle. And then I see the natural freedom of the open space, open road. Yeah. So we got here, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? And maybe this is something that's applying to you with the situation with your grandmother right now. You know, if she's in hospital, are there things that you're feeling called to do to support her in her healing, in her like transition, whatever that looks like? But sometimes we don't really want to do it because it's like, well, what are people going to think or say, especially in like the healthcare system, you know? But it's like, what would your grandmother want? What can you do to support her? So, and you can do these things being there physically, but also being there non-physically, like energetically, like kind of like I'm seeing that with the lady. She's there here in the forefront in like a very physical sense, but in the back, she's kind of like these two sort of astral projections of herself. So how can you utilize that? Oh, it's interesting. I'm seeing it here too with like the split. How can you split yourself almost into the two with the third eye, with the vision, being there with her and supporting, but also still obtaining the freedom and the like kind of journey that you want to, you do want to continue on. You don't have to stop your life for her. Okay, we have words of abundance, Jessica. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. And that is what you attract for yourself and others. Again, I don't like, so maybe you're like in this place deciding, do I go back to or go into this life of like corporate world and life, or do I choose freedom? And that is just, so praying for it, getting clarity, but then remembering that you ultimately are the one manifesting. So no matter what is happening around you, even though I know it can be hard when it's like, well, I need to make money or whatever. If you feel called about something, really sitting and evaluating, visualizing, asking through the prayer for the clarity on what it is you want. Because sometimes we think we know what we want, but it's like been so over, it's being influenced by everyone else around us, people who are around us in like physical sense, society's constructs about what we think we need to do. So like, especially with social media, it can be very convoluted. Okay, I feel like there's this need for this deck. So what else there's for Jessica? Okay, so I'm just seeing like the rainbow bridge, Jessica. if you can like, if you can, what's it, is it Bifrost? Bifrost? I don't know how you pronounce that. Do a journey on that. Has that come up for you before? I'm having major deja vu for some weird reason. Okay, spot on. That's my confusion. I get a house locally and stay around my family, or move away in my van. Push the adventure. Woo! Mm. And it's interesting you say that, because what I'm noticing right now is, like, as we're about to go into 2023, we're really being pressured to return to old relationships or situations. I'm seeing it with people in my life where they're like, they left their jobs here, like, and then like, I had a friend who literally applied for the old job. They're like, well, maybe this isn't working, the like entrepreneurial thing. Applied for the old job that they left. And this has come up for me too. It's like, well, maybe I should just go back. Like, why haven't things worked the way I wanted them to work? Even though they are working, they're growing, there's things happening, but I can't necessarily see it. It's like, I likened it to going back to like an abusive relationship or abusive partner, TNM you mentioned before. Like, to me, I had a twin flame relationship with someone. I would identify as my twin flame, or maybe it would be a false twin. I don't know. But it's like parts of me like, oh, maybe it would just be easier just to go back to certain relationships and be with certain people, even though it wasn't really what we know we want or deserve. So, Jessica, whatever that might be for you, the decision. I mean, you were reading what you're saying, like, you can be in both and support your family while still living your dream. I think about the Rainbow Bridge and contemplating doing more personal shamanic journeys. I haven't been doing the medicine. Yeah, okay, well, there you go. Okay, bittersweet. Yeah. I've been sitting earlier today. There's going to be losses happening for many people. I could feel that. Like, and whether we know people personally or through extension, I'm getting this sense of like loss, because here we're about to like take off. So it is very much bittersweet. How can you care for yourself? You're saying it there with like, maybe the medicine's calling for you to do some of your personal healing work. And I know it can not always be the easiest thing. It takes time and effort. Maybe if you need to source that out, who around you can support you and so forth. But I think it's just dedicating that, like, this is going to be part of you really gaining clarity on where and what it looks like, having a sense of like the lemonade, like, what's the pleasurable? Yeah, lemonade. We got cake here in the image. Like, maybe it's even you going and like to a cafe and just having like a nice like pastry and treat yourself in that way. And maybe something will come up there. I don't know. Sometimes I just say shit. Yeah, so hopefully things will gain clarity for you, Jessica. I think, there's a lot of things happening, but it's like just us keeping the faith, trusting that, all this stuff is happening. What did my partner just say to me? I need to read this because it stood out to me. It was like, what was it? You're in alignment with yourself and the universe. If the thing isn't supposed to happen for you, it will. If it's supposed to happen for you, it will. If it isn't, it won't. Your future doesn't lie in the hands of blank, whatever the thing is that you're facing, whether it's another person or, a decision, so forth. And then I like when he's like, just breathe and invoke the present moment. The universe happens for you. I like that. I hadn't really seen it written that way. Like, the universe is happening for you. It's like, it is. What is that? Conspiring for us. So yeah. Anyways, I hope that all kind of makes sense. Obviously, yeah, we're doing the thing. Keep doing your own personal healing and things that might show up. Just cut away, do what you need to. Trust that each day is a new day. And I look forward to the day where we can all just be like, yeah, look at back then, 10 years ago. I don't know, will that ever happen? I think this is just part of life. the constant movement through all the energy. But yeah, I will be probably hosting some online events. So if you're on Meetup, which is like something we use, at least in I know it's probably, I think, across all North America, maybe even in like Europe, I feel like. Oh, it is, I think. Is it, or is that Eventbrite? Anyways, whatever. I think it meetups across like the globe. I'm pretty sure there's some like UK based groups I've taken part in. But if you aren't on Meetup, you can yeah, you're welcome. Welcome, folks. You can join there. I think the meetup group is like altered states and magical practices, or magical practices and altered states, something like that. Maybe I should link this in the YouTube channel. But anyways, I do host events there in person, but I'm thinking I'm going to create some events like energy healing things and other fun sort of events for like Zoom. So if that's something where you want to like kind of connect with more people community wise and not just see me on like a screen, because that's kind of boring, you can look it up there. I don't either my name Fola, and look it up, or Deep Mind Squared. I can't remember what the account is under, but yeah, there'll be some different events there. I'm hoping for December. I just need to put that out there, and then again in the new year. But if you are in like the Edmonton area or Alberta area here in Canada, maybe I'll see you in person. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and I hope everything goes well with wherever you might be. So we'll chat again. Bye.